Many would say that knowledge is a powerful tool that can ignite change. In your experiences, how have you guys used your education to ignite change?
I think using my knowledge for change is multifaceted. There's so many things that I try to do, a lot of the things that Dr. Jenkins was just saying, but it reminds me of impressing upon people that, you know, that we are bigger than just what you might think. We wrote our first book, The Pact, and we were traveling around promoting the book, and this is the first time I ever got to sit in first class, and me and Dr. Jenkins were sitting in the first class, and we had our suits on, and we were feeling really good, and just, I guess we was beaming. I don't know what it was, but we were sitting there, and this old white lady came into the cabin, and she was, you know, coming through, and she meant nothing by it. Well, it's just because her perception, and so my knowledge is to change perception. So she looked over at me and Dr. Jenkins, and she said, pointed to Dr. Jenkins and then pointed to me, she was like, basketball, football. And I'm not as witty as Dr. Jenkins. So Dr. Jenkins was like, no, dentist, physician. And she said, oh. And so that is, to me, a part of what my knowledge is changing, to change people's perception. I'm the only Black physician in Princeton. And so that is a huge job, but I'm also the most sought after physician in Princeton. And so it helps to change people's perception, because I have a lot of people, no matter, you know, what their racial background is, who want to come and see me. And for you to want to come and see me, if you have these big prejudices, you're going to either have to break them down or don't come and see me, because you are basically entrusting me with your life. And so I think my knowledge has been such that I'm able to break down a lot of these things, because to me, it's so, like I said, it's so multifactorial that you got to hit it at different angles. And I want to be safe. I want to be able to ride down the street and not be scared if I get stopped by the police. And I know a part of that is the perception. And, you know, I take care of police officers. So you want to be able to get people's perception changed, and you want to move them to that next level, because some people's thought process is so primitive that you really have to move them along. And I think a part of us being out there, and a part of us showing who we are and our knowledge, as you mentioned, is helping to change that perception.